All right, everybody. Kyle Busch has joined us here in the Media Center at Dover International Speedway. Busy today with our drivers coming in to visit with you. Kyle, big weekend. Busy weekend for you in the truck and the car.
Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to say, I hope Brian Vickers has a speedy recovery and can get back and join us here shortly back to the racetrack. Tough what he's going through. I know he's probably sitting here like you and I right now wondering why he's not in a race car, but hopefully his issues get taken care of here quickly. As far as myself and what's going on here this weekend, busy weekend, Trucks Nationwide Cup, but looking forward to it. We got a lot of laps to run today, and we've got a really, really good race truck. So we practiced yesterday with our Toyota Tundra, and it was pretty fast. So we're looking forward to today and hoping that we can keep it going and try to win one more for Kyle Busch Motorsports and all the guys there that work so hard. And, of course, then all the Cup stuff going on today, and hopefully Dave and those guys have done a good job on preparing a good race car for this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it. Of course, this is a track we haven't been to yet, so a little bit of a learning curve to try to go through and get our car going. But the better we unload, the better we should be all weekend. So looking forward to what we've got there, and of course the nationwide stuff with Jason Ratcliffe seems to always be pretty decent here. So we'll just try to work on that the best we can, but other than that, should be good.
Busy, which is a good thing. Questions for Kyle Busch? Please raise your hand so I can see you. State your name and affiliation. Questions for Kyle? David Newton has one in the back. We'll start with him and then go to Kenny Bruce.
Yeah, Kyle, David Newton, ESPN.com. Looks like Joe Gibbs Racing's really kind of stepped up its game. I think winning 4 of the last 6 races. Do you feel like you guys have either caught or even passed Hendrick at this point, and you think it's good for the garage to see another team start to step it up and dominate?
I wouldn't call it domination at all, but I feel like our team at Joe Gibbs Racing with Dave, Mike Ford, and Greg Zipadelli have really done a lot of work with not only working on our cars, but with the engineers and everybody just trying to make our stuff better. And I don't feel like we've caught or passed Hendrick Motorsports. I feel like we've just gotten our stuff better, where now we're competitive week in and week out. That's the way we should be. That's the way, I feel like Joe Gibbs Racing wants it to be. That's the way Joe wants it to be. And it's always easier when you're running up front like that, for the communication to go around and keep the tables open and everything. So it's been good. We're real pumped about where we're at and about hopefully where we're going. So a lot of good things should come out of the next few months, hopefully, and then maybe when we get to the chase, we can be the force to be reckoned with. But till you get to the end of the year, this stage of the year doesn't matter.
Kenny
Bruce, SceneDaily.com. Kyle, when you're running 2 races on the same weekend, do you find that it's better because you're busy and you don't tend to overthink one particular car if you're having trouble with it or something, or is it tougher because you're not able to focus on one because you do have to jump back and forth between the 2?
I think it's easier because, like the truck yesterday was really, really fast, and I could feel something that I wasn't really liking in it. And I told the guys what I thought it was, and we looked and we worked on that problem, and it fixed the truck. So, I have different feelings in all 3 different vehicles, but I feel like whenever I have a problem, it seems like I can tell the team to zone in on it and work on it. Sometimes you don't get the issue resolved. Sometimes you just can't fix that problem, and you got to look somewhere else. So, the biggest thing for me is the amount of laps that I run and the amount of vehicles that I get in. I feel all kinds of different things, and if the truck I fixed one thing, the nationwide car could be another problem. We fixed that. The Cup car could be all of those issues, and you just never know what comes of it. But you just try to work with everything the best you can and get it to the feel that you want, that that can win here.
Jeff, raise your hand for a microphone, please.
Jeff Hood of RacingToday.com. Kyle, are you still considering a possibility of running the Nationwide Series full-time, and also your thoughts on the Nationwide COT test in Daytona next week?
I think I've been shot down on full-time Nationwide, so that's done. Brad Coleman will be racing in the car in the races that I'm not, and I believe we all know Matt D. Benedetto will be racing. I finally figured out how to pronounce it. He'll be racing in the 20 car in the races that Logano or Hamlin aren't. So as far as the nationwide COT, I'm looking forward to it. The test next week just to see. I'm going, so we'll see what the cars drive like in the pack. I know there's going to be a lot of work to be done to try to figure out a package. I know when you get limited cars in a pack, it's not quite what you expect it to be with 40 of them out there. So we'll see how all that goes. But just so everybody knows, in the Nationwide Garage, if y'all want to put it out there, Kyle Busch Motorsports we do build chassis. And we do build nationwide COT chassis in case anybody wants them. So that's a good sales pitch there. Hopefully, if anybody needs anything, we got it.